3 screws on the bottom, and you have 4 screws to remove the plastic cockpit. Careful, there are some cables connected, flight controller and ESC board, FlySky PR02, diversity ELRS receiver, and the diversity antennas are properly mounted vertically and horizontally. Active cooling for the 04, tiny servos just for optics. There is another antenna in the back there. This is the antenna for the radar system. It goes into this little circuit board of the screen. So on the bottom here, the 04 light and the USB-C port is quite inaccessible there. Please check out my last video, the FPV meeting with FlywingRC. They visited me to learn how it came to this crash. Take it apart. Don't be scared.
So all these parts are glued. The belly is glued.
Okay.
This needs to take it apart.
Looks scary.
These two needs to be unscrewed.
Okay. Use a pry tool to get this away. Those are the servos for the ailerons, okay. And get apart the foam. The foam is glued. Okay. And it's quite durable foam. Oh, there's another part to be screwed.
Collision.
From the same side. And Bowser's was involved as well.
And Bowser was the victim again.
So that's his thing. He gives away free Xwings to people all over the world, and he goes there and destroys them. That's some mean behavior.
Okay, remember? What do you think I keep saying? Stay away from you lot. I've seen it firsthand.
Okay, so you get really good access. That's in the new units you have the fan there. Okay.
Okay. We have to take out the power plug.
Okay, it's pluggable. Yeah, that's.
And they're all different sizes, just to let you know. So it fits.
Okay, that's great as well. Yeah. And then we get.
That would be very easy.
Yeah.
LED.
Yeah,
Okay.
T6.
A.
Okay, it fits right.
okay.
So. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is this aluminum?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right here.
Okay.
GPS.
Okay.
And flying control.
Finally, we see the insides. Interesting that the GPS is.
Yes, I thought that as well.
Upside. Probably that it get a fix when it's on the ground standing. Field repairs with my gardening tools. Just pinch the metal thing and pull it back.
Oh.
That's nice. But that's how you get the free wing from Flywing.
A free wing from Flywing. Okay. Freewing 又是另外一个航空公司。
Freewing is also a company, yeah.
Yes.
Comes off really easy, and then you just need to figure out a way to plug out the cables and route the cables through the hole.
Luckily, these two parts we had, they are intact.
Yeah.
So we can change it
Super.
if you want to
cover
your flights.
Yeah,
So
and I got different color now as well, which is nice. You see the motor mount they used. It's this square base on the motor bottom, which just screws in there from the side with 4 screws and with some washers. And I hope this motor is still good. The only scaring part about repairing the Xwing, if one of the motor arms broke, is really tearing apart of the belly section. So this whole part comes off. You gotta be careful on the back side because the parts are thinner there and they might break. Start in the front and peel it off and use something like a flat and not sharp knife or something like this here to pry it open. And then you get access to the insides. Without opening it up, it is not really possible. The cable routing is nice here between those pylons. These are the 4 ESC connectors. And the SIM cables are the LED and status LUTs. So the LED cable goes in there, passes the side status and gets forwarded to the wing side to here. And this is just a LED, just for optics. In the crash, I lost the status LED, which is back there, the part. So I just removed this one cable. This is the only cable with the red connector connected in the center here. What else do we have here? We have some capacitors, a heatsink, and a lot of nice connections. So no soldering required. M10D GPS mounted vertically. Now I just have to glue this together and we'll see it flying soon, hopefully. To glue it back together, I peeled off all the old glue, so I don't have any residues. You pour, I don't know if you know it in the US, styrofoam glue. This needs to dry for 10 minutes and then you press fit it together. And I really just hope the motors will work, or else I will tear it open once again. One little downside of this, that it's not screwed together but glued. But on the other side, this material is really tough. It takes really a lot of beating. It should be fine with this. So now you kind of know what to expect if you really have to repair it. In terms of cabling, it's really plug and play. It's nice, no soldering. We need to find out what these wing parts with motors and stuff will actually cost. I think like 30 to 50 bucks per piece. I don't know. I will of course ask them. Okay, this will be the first test flight after the crash. I love it.
Telemetry lost.
Since just this test hover in my yard wasn't sufficient, I did a proper flight test up on my Eichberg. And it still works great. It was a around 20-minute flight, did some low-level flying. It still works great. Yeah, and the view is just so much better without the cockpit and with the higher cam position, as you see here. But yeah. Check out my full review where you see the modifications and find the download parts. Yeah, you find a lot of downloadable stuff in my description, so check out the links there. Noted a few updates that I want to post in this video as well. The quite annoying low altitude warning that some of you requested to be removed. You can simply remove it with a little bit of working on your radio. It's an HDX radio. Simply just delete the sound file, which is 89.wav in the sounds folder. You can also just rename it to something different. Or if you have the abilities, go to your model settings, special functions, and disable the one rule that plays the sound file 89.wav. In my case, it was special function number 10. It might be different on your radio. Will there be a configuration software to tune the plane according to them? No, there won't. So you will not be able to change stuff on the plane, which is good for people that don't know what they're doing, which is not so good for people that like to tinker around with their plane. Maybe this changes in the future, but currently I don't think so. And there's an updated version of the Xwing with vents and a fan on the belly, so it has better ventilation on the ESC and it won't overheat the ESC as fast if you just hover around. But I don't have any issues with mine overheating because you don't need to hover for extensive time. Start the calibration mode. You switch from cruise to acro a few times until the goggles tell you mag calibration in progress, and you see this green LED here blink. And then we do rotations, 2 rotations. It should go solid green. So maybe another turn. Yeah, solid green. We hold it this way. Now the second LED lights up. Yes. Look at the third one. There's the manual. Check the manual. I think I did 5 of the 6 directions. Maybe it increased my chances of getting the plane back. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.